Hello, welcome back to the channel. And we've got some Katseye, kind of some new Katseye, but kind of not really. It's the Gabriela dance practice. Probably like most icons, I am definitely tired of Gabriela, but at the same time, I'm excited about Gabriela because it's getting so much traction. It's outpaced Gnarly, it's outpaced Touch, like in terms of streams, I believe, in terms of streams, and the way it's charting out of control. I think it's like gold in the UK or something. It's like, I think it's 45 on the Billboard 100. I'm hoping that it cracks the top 40. It's just amazing. They've had an amazing promotional cycle with Gabriela, and I felt like it was really the standout performance at Lollapalooza. So they've really been riding high off of Gabriela. And I love that the song that, because like Gnarly was awesome. I don't know if it's like my second favorite, I guess, Katseye song. My first favorite, surprisingly, is I'm Pretty. But it's like my second favorite Katseye song. It's such a banger and it's so fun. It's so fun, you know, not too serious. So I liked that had its viral moment. I love that it got so extremely popular, but I like that coming off of the Gap thing, and then people just like, what's next? We want more. What else is, you know, what else is like gonna be the thing that people discover right after Gap ended up being Gabriela, just because of course it does have more going on for the girls vocally. It's definitely a bit more of a mature sound than Gnarly. It's a bit more like more of a standard like pop kind of thing, but you know, of course has that Latin / reggaeton kind of feel to it, so it's interesting. So it's not just like a standard pop thing. It's really interesting. I keep feeling like I have something on my teeth, so I keep doing this. But anyway, so I love Gabriela, but it's just been everywhere. And then my thing too is I do make reactions, but also I do this because I loved and have loved and always loved watching reactions. So I've been trying to watch a ton of people discover Katseye, so I've been watching a lot of reactions. So that's what I say. When I say I'm like a little tired of Gabriela, trust me, it's a good thing. I'm consuming it so much. So anyway, please do like, comment, and subscribe if you appreciate the reaction. Please do become a free member on Patreon. Please do join the Discord server and follow on Twitch. I think I've only put a couple of Katseye things on the Patreon. I do think it's free, what I have put there. But I am going to be trying to react to them more. I'm going to try and put some stuff on Patreon for them. And then I'm going to try and react to them more for YouTube, because I just feel like, look, and I feel there's so many guys who react to Katseye. I think I've said this like quite a bit lately on Twitter. There's so many men who react to Katseye, and there's almost no women. And I don't want less men to react to Katseye. I just want more women to react to Katseye. So, you know, be the change you want to see in the world and all that. So I'm gonna try and react to them more for YouTube, because it was like Katseye was just a group that I was just gonna have to like, I was just gonna like save for myself, kind of just like be alone in my obsession with them and not really record anything and not react. But yeah, I can't just complain about women not reacting to them on YouTube and then be a woman on YouTube who reacts and not react to them. So I'm gonna try and change that. Anyway, let's go. My first venturing into, I was gonna do Mean Girls, by the way, the visualizer that they just released, not the Dream Academy one, but the new one. But God, there's something about, I'm so sorry. Get over it. But when I like the first 2 seconds of it, I saw and I was like, okay, I can't do this, because it was like a bunch of like pictures and stuff, and it's like a lot of clipped moments like here and there, like a bunch of like fast-paced clipped moments and whatnot. I was like, no, that's gonna drive me mad, because I'm gonna have to pause every frame so I can see everything, and that's gonna be annoying as hell, and that's the only way I'm gonna be able to watch this. So that's why I didn't start there. But I do have a few Katseye reactions on the channel, and yeah, here's one more, Gabriela dance practice. It's so funny, like it's never not exciting to see the dance, because you always realize it's a little bit of something you've never seen before. Like we didn't see, sorry, I was hoping I could just, but I do have more to say, unfortunately. Like we didn't see Mano in the performance video for Gabriela. You didn't see the full dance in the music video for Gabriela. And then you saw this huge, gigantic Lollapalooza performance of Gabriela. But then with the camera and everything like that, it cut away so much that it cut away from the performance so much that you really couldn't see much of what was going on. Yeah, I'm still struggling with my teeth. That you couldn't see much of what was going on. So here we are again. Here's our fourth opportunity to see some Gabriela, and once again, it is going to be something that you haven't seen before. So for as much Gabriela as we've been getting, the fact that there's still something else to be seen is incredible. And also just props to Hyde, because they really have been having a very extended promo cycle for, I feel like, well, I really just got here with Katseye, but for Gnarly, at least, Gnarly and for Gabriela, I feel like they have some pretty extended promo cycles in terms of putting it on radio, like sending it to radio, letting it chart, releasing things as it's charting, all this other stuff. I feel like that's been such a good idea. It's such a good promo cycle in terms of streaming and radio and airwave and stuff like that for Gabriela. But yeah, let's go, man. Oh my gosh.
Like a bullet, flying too fast, I couldn't catch it. Heart in the casket. You always knew it. The starting role, the main attraction. Got cameras flashing like ooh. You got everybody's eyes and just you. And I see it too.
Stompies.
You can have anyone else you wanna do. I'm begging you.
Come on, Yuche.
Hands off, Gabriela. Gabriela, hands off, Gabriela, la la. Back off from my fella. Gabriela, back off, Gabriela, la la. 'Cause you can have anyone else you wanna do. I'm begging you. Hands off, Gabriela.
That is so hypnotic.
Hands off, Gabriela, la la, la la. Skin on a riddle. I bet you taste just like the summer under the cover. Me in the middle, overprotective of my lover. You made me want it like.
No, let's run that back. And I want to run that back because you don't see in the music video that is Yunche singing that part, because they're like climbing through the wall or whatever, under the table to the next scene. And I think pretty sure they cut away at that part during the Lollapalooza set, the Lollapalooza performance. I think you can see it. You can tell in the performance video. But yeah, not enough people. I don't think you really got, my teeth, guys, I'm so sorry. I apologize because I feel like I'm moving my mouth in a weird way that I can't help right now. I'm just drinking coffee. So I think what happened is just that, there's those little bitty bits, the little we do have coffee grounds. I think it's just a little bit of that, and it's just a little bit on my teeth and I can't reach it. But yeah, I feel like Yunche has a moment there. She doesn't get a lot of moments on the title tracks. She doesn't get a lot of moments, so it's really disappointing to me that I feel like there's too many iterations of Gabrielle in terms of performances and videos and stuff like that. There's too many iterations of this where you don't even really get to see that she's singing that line, and then in the choreography she's also in the center. Just
Summer under the cover. Me in the middle, overprotective of my lover. You made me want it like.
she sounds so good. Like, I don't think people would assume that that's her singing. This part, love that.
But I'm begging you. Hands off, Gabriela. Gabriela, hands off, Gabriela, la la. Back off from my fella. Gabriela, back off, Gabriela, la la.
Laura. Trying so hard not to say Laura. Laura.
Hands off, Gabriela. Gabriela, hands off, Gabriela, la la, la la.
Go, Meg. immediately, let me tell you something I love about this. Let me tell you what I love about this. I don't know if they do it this way every time, but something I did notice that I quite appreciate is that you see how it feels like, so you see their parallel and it feels like Yunche and Sophia are supposed to be parallel, but to me it kind of looks like Megan is hiding Yunche a little bit. I feel like they do a pretty good job of being respectful and mindful of the fact that Yunche is a minor, and this is very like sensual, seductive choreography, and I feel like this part is probably the most like, whoa, you know, when they, you know, I feel like this is the most like, oh, okay, like a part of the choreography. But, and again, so many iterations, but you can't see everything in every iteration of where this choreography is showcased. But I did happen to see this shot going around Twitter, and I was like, oh, it looks like Megan's hiding her a little bit, even though she's parallel to Sophia, but Sophia is way out there. Sophia is completely visible and Yunche is not. And I think that I have to think that was very purposeful, considering how meticulous they are about the choreography, how meticulous they are about marks and stuff like that, and imagery and formations and stuff. I have to feel like that's a bit intentional. Oh my god, it's such a good song. Yes, back in the middle, Yunche. Mano. Now, I love Danny, I love you so much, and this is your time to shine, but it annoys me a tiny bit that Sophia is not in the middle when she does that high note. And I don't know if I'm just having so many feelings about the Lollapalooza. Oh my god, I just realized I had this outro song on the whole time. I hope I'm over it. I hope you can't hear it too much. But I just realized that yeah, Sophia's not in the middle, and like on the Lollapalooza performance, she's a bit like in like in the frame, she's like a little bit off to the side, so you can't really see her. So people didn't really, if they didn't know Katseye, they probably didn't know that she was the one who was hitting that note, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like, yes, it's just an ad-lib, I guess, but it's a pretty prominent, pretty important ad-lib in the song. So I do kind of wish that she had actually been in the middle when she sang that note. Again, no disrespect to Miss Danny. Yeah, see, like she comes in the middle after the oh my god, the claps were so loud. Oh my god, Danny. Jesus Christ, Danny. She is just so much right here. I love it. Did you hear the breathing? Look, now I'm gonna turn my music back on. Hopefully the background music, I'll hear it when I play it. But I used to, when I first started having some like little background music, I used to accidentally have it playing on the video so much, but people couldn't really hear it. Hopefully it wasn't too intrusive in the reaction. I'll hear it when I edit. But this was all about the choreography, so we've all heard Gabriela if we're here. So hopefully that was okay. Yeah, I would like to apologize for being distracted by my teeth. But yes, I am going to try and react to Katseye more. There's definitely a few things that I still haven't watched yet. So some stuff will be on YouTube, some stuff will be on Patreon. But yeah, this is great. This is definitely like such an iconic piece of choreography. That the helicopter hand thing people are obsessed with. It's like so hypnotic. I love that they have so many cool killing parts in their choreography, like the touch, you know what I mean? And Game Boy. Game Boy is interesting because Game Boy is like, I feel like that was such a sleeper because it was sandwiched between Gnarly and Gabriela. But Game Boy has really fun choreography. I honestly feel like some old school dance moves in there. Game Boy is fun, and I feel like the choreography is very underrated. I feel like the song as a single, it's underrated. But the dance break for Gabriela is epic, and I cannot wait. Oh my god, they're going on tour. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what they do with the choreo for tour. But even more than that, I'm excited to see what are they gonna do at Coachella. Like they went so big at Lala. What the hell are they gonna do at Coachella? That is like, I can't even and I'm sure, and we're gonna have new music. I'm sure we're gonna have at least a single and maybe another mini before, because the Coachella is like next spring or something like that. So I'm sure we're gonna have like new material as well. I'm hoping that we get at least a new single, maybe a single album before tour. There's got to be like a tour song, right? I hope we get something new for tour as well. They've been practicing so much, but most importantly, Megan, a little while ago, even posted a photo from the studio. So I'm hoping that was kind of a spoiler, kind of a tease that they are in fact recording something that's going to be released soon. Plus, of course, Megan and Manon, when they went live, they but you know, they could be trolling. They could just, because it's them. You cannot take them too seriously. But they did do that thing where it's like, well, what's your favorite Katseye song? And then Manon was like, oh, my favorite Katseye song hasn't been released yet. And then she like whispers or pretends to whisper to Megan, and Megan's like, oh yeah, that's my favorite too. So we don't know how real that is. Plus, Megan did double down on it at the VMAs when she was being interviewed. They brought up that moment, and then she goes, oh, you have to wait and see. And then it's always Megan. And then she posted the photo from the studio. But that could just be her, because you know her and Lara like to I hope I'm saying Lara's name right. It's so funny to me because people have trouble with Manon, but like that's easy. But trying to say Lara instead of Laura is the hardest thing in the universe to me. But anyway, you know, they like to produce and write and compose, you know, make their own music. So I was like, man, this could just kind of be her doing her own thing. But I'm really hopeful that it's actually some like Katseye stuff. So crossing my fingers for that. But I'm just so excited about them. I talk about them all day long. I don't think I've been this obsessed with a group since I rediscovered Dreamcatcher, which was what got me here. It got me this channel, which got me landing me back here. So yeah, I'm just excited for them. I feel like a lot of people are. I feel like because they are based in the West, a lot of people are excited because we really haven't had like a girl group in the West in a while. So I think that's probably one thing that people are pretty excited about. I say that as someone who doesn't know anything about Little Mix or Fifth Harmony, but I know those were the most recent ones. Those are the examples that everyone says. But I did, you know, I was around for like Pussycat Dolls, Destiny's Child, SWV. Yeah, those are my girls. TLC, like that's my area when it comes to girl groups. So I'm excited to finally be into one from the West that's taken off right now. And you know, I wish them the best. Yeah, those are my girls. But anyway, be happy, be healthy, guys. And I'll be back with more Katseye, I promise, because I love them. And yeah, man, they're taking over. All right, bye.